Hey, what's up, you guys? Hey, what's up? It's your boy Shaheen, honey. That shit gay as fuck. You see, I done gained a couple weight. You know, my man boobs is doing what it's supposed to do, like what I was supposed to do, sitting up. Even when I had lost that weight after that cruel surgery. But lo and behold, I bitch quit smoking and I get myself a pat on the back because I've, stopped smoking for almost 2 months now, and I'm so happy. Um, you know, kind of substituted for coffee and sweets. Like, I had got back into being, eating my favorite, candies, or candy bars, Reese Pieces, Reese's and stuff like that. So yeah, girl, I got my little, auntie weight back. So I'm definitely gonna be continuing to do my auntie, advice videos. So yeah, that shit ass fuck again. I'm trying to be consistent, and I'm not gonna be on here too long, not too long, because I gotta work tonight again. I'm my, my 9 to 5 or whatever. Ain't nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 day. It's nothing, it's nothing. And to the rest of the, people that work 9 to 5, it's okay. It's okay to have your job, honey, as long as you peaceful, content, making your money every Friday or every 2 weeks, which I'll never be okay with working, unless it's some money, unless it's like working a rig, or rig and stuff like that. Okay, I understand 2 weeks, but working, 9 to 5, like McDonald's and stuff like that for 2 weeks. I'll just talk about that later. But anyway, yes, I gotta give myself a pat on the back to all the people that are trying to quit smoking. Like, that's so serious, it's hard. I want to talk about it for a little while, even though I'm talking about that shit. But it's a variety of subject as it pertains to gay things or queer things. If you know me, if you don't know me, then that's what. But anyway, it's hard, and can't nobody really just sit there and judge you. Quitting whatever your addiction is, whether it is alcoholism, because that's a disease. Trying to quit smoking, whether it's vaping or smoking whatever can be smoked. It's a struggle, and people will sit there and they have never dealt with your struggle. That's why I don't really listen to some people that haven't, like, really can't relate to your situation, or going to seek help or getting advice from people that's never been through what you're going through. It's like you have not been here. Even if you are, like, for example, being an ally to, I want to say the queer community, when you trying to give advice where you don't even really have any shared experience, it's like, close your mouth. Just support and not say anything, and let them talk to someone that's going through what they're going through. So yeah, it's hard. Had some little setbacks, but the thing is to keep going, and you might not have someone to tell you doing a good job, even if you end up smoking this day or whatever you're smoking. Pat yourself on the back for the 2 days that you didn't smoke. Just continue, and don't worry about counting the days. Don't worry about counting those days when you quit. And I'm gonna read the comments. Hopefully they're good comments. And tap the screen and share the live. You might not say, but somebody else might. Don't worry about counting the days. Oh, I made it in a month, and now I'm back to smoking again. Now I gotta reset. No, keep that month, and you smoke that day in that next month. But continue to keep that month and just keep going. It's really not about the days. It's about when you're able to quit. And can't nobody force you or make you quit or whatever. It's just if nobody haven't told you, I'm proud of you. Proud of us, for continuing to try to quit or try to do better do better by yourself. Do better by yourself, about yourself. So it's that. So everybody who's trying to quit any addiction, I commend you, because it's not easy. So some people, some of us was, end up becoming codependent. on some, on certain things, or maybe it was peer pressure or whatever, or what have you. It happens. It happens. Let me read some of these comments. Hi, love. Hey, what's up, bro? And y'all, everybody is welcome. I name my live that shit gay as fuck, but everybody is included. Everybody's included. It's just, don't be a troll. It's okay to get in the comment, and stuff like that. It's fine. It's fine. But definitely to the people who are dealing with smoking, if you have just started, it's easier to stop. If you just started smoking, peer pressure to smoking, girl, stop. Because, you don't want to be looking like 4 or 5 years from then, be like, yeah, it was so easy. But if you don't be too hard on stuff neither. And I'm like, at the end of the day, what keeps some of us going is being like, it might be a harsh way. I'm going to say me. I don't want to speak in general. Be like, well, I'm not going to live forever, but I just want to live as long as possible, looking beautiful, being pain-free as possible. So, yeah. That might be a harsh way of looking at it, but I'm a harsh reality type person, so yeah. If you're trying to quit smoking, I commend you. But yes, definitely tap the screen, y'all, because I want to talk about a few things. With the things I'm going to talk about, one is like very deep, and it's, trending, of course. Everybody's talking about it. And, I should talk about it. Why not? And, why not talk about it? So I want y'all to tap the screen, share the live. You might not stay, but somebody else might. And get in here. You can ask me anything you want to ask me. If you need advice and stuff like that, I'm open to giving advice and stuff like that. If you don't know me, then now is the great time to get to know me. You know what I mean, honey? Why not get to know the queen? But just don't come for me. Okay. But anyway, so I, was researching and stuff like that, and I want to have it in my phone to make sure I read correctly and stuff like that. And before my eyes get too bad, honey, about this P. Diddy case. And this really don't have anything to do with being gay, even though he would be a pedophile. Messing with minors, pedophilia. Okay? Y'all be thinking just because it's man on man, a man on boy is pedophilia. Man on man is gay. There's a difference. There is a difference. I just want people to know that. There is a difference. Homosexuality and pedophilia is complete. There's different. There ain't no. Okay. I wish people would stop saying that. Predators are pedophiles. Pedophiles are predators. They're one and the same. Okay, I just want to make that clear for people that don't know or pretend to don't know. Okay, and I'm just gonna get into it. Okay. All right. P. Diddy was found guilty of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, but was acquitted of racketeering conspiracy and 2 counts of sex trafficking. Okay. The trial also included accusations of sexual assault and violence, which were not part of the convictions. All right. Missouri split verdict passed for debate about the complexity of domestic abuse and coercion. According to legal experts, racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking charges were dismissed. He was convicted of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. Allegedly, the trial also involved accusation of sexual assault, violence, and blackmail, with some of these allegations detailed in surveillance footage and witness testimonies. He was denied bail and is awaiting sentencing, where he'll likely receive a prison sentence for the prostitute charges. And if you don't know what racketeering is, organized crime like extortion, illegal gambling, drug trafficking, money laundering, etc. Stuff like that. So what that would mean for the alleged victims, and I want to be careful too when I say this stuff, because civil lawsuits. Some have been, settled. Some of the civil lawsuits have been settled, according to sources. And some are still pending. Now, that will do a number on his reputation and his fortune and stuff like that. This is very serious. And the legal system has always been not there. It's not ever going to be a perfect system. And I don't want to come off like I'm a reporter or nothing like that. It's just, it lets you know, how safe you are and how evil that industry is, and how many of the older pioneers of music, or the legends, the icons of music, let us know how serious. Like, if you have a dream of coming into, and it's not even about that, but talking about the music industry, is you got to be grounded before you go into the music industry. And I know, me personally, I want to sing, and that's my passion. And people may think, oh, he's not serious about it. Yes, I've always been serious, and I be humming and singing. And I'm an artist. I have the artist symbol. Of course, I love music, but not at the cost of stepping on people's necks. All that type of stuff, sacrificing the sacrifice of the little lamb, all that type of stuff. It's not that deep. I've never wanted to be, I want to be the next Michael Jackson, I want to be the next Beyonce, I want to be the next Whitney Houston. No. Wanted to live comfortable doing something that I love. When it start becoming a job, that's when you hate it. I would hate it. Then dealing with the social anxiety, all that type of stuff, ain't nobody got time for that. But back to this Diddy case, girl. And at the same time, I'm not surprised. We're not surprised about this. I'm gonna read some of y'all comments. Say, what are you striving? Why are you striving? What you mean? Why am I striving? Say, what you mean when you have no? Hey, you gotta be consistent in order to get it. Thank you for the view. But tap the screen. If you are a troll, it's fine. If you hating, it's fine. I mean, you still gave me a view. I'm still gonna continue to go live. It's okay. All right. But yeah, girl, this Diddy case is serious. It's serious. It's just like they completely let him go. Then they pardon him. What's the chances of them pardoning, R. Kelly? As if, they let it be known that y'all don't care about, y'all definitely don't give a damn about the victims. It's like, even with evidence, but hey, y'all heard of people paying off the judges and all that type of stuff? That shit goes on. I mean, look at this. The country is not built on morals. Was never built on morals. That's what gets me with all about black people. But anyway, dang, when you got the right coin, no matter who you are, honestly, it's evil. The music industry is now. I don't say the music industry itself may be fine, but the people, it's just like religion, girl. But anyway, it's serious. Like I said, for the victims of the P. Diddy case, civil lawsuits, like I said, Cassie, I think her has been settled. I just have to make sure I look that back up. And then Cassie was Ventura, because I think she's got married again and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not a reporter. This is what I researched. For the above things I read, and for the commenter that commented, I'm going to be saving and posting this on YouTube. Like that, honey. But am I surprised that it went like this? No, I'm not. When it comes to the elite, if you got the right coin, you can get off. You may serve some time, and it may be like time served. Justice for who? At that point. So yeah, it's like that. And you know, according to sources, P. Diddy could be facing potentially 20 years, you know, total for the 2 counts he was convicted of. The prosecutors are requesting as soon as 51 to 63 months, around like 4 to 5 years. Defense attorneys argue for a lower sentence of 21 to 27 months, around 2 years. Some legal experts predict he will receive a sentence somewhere in the middle of these ranges, and is likely, you know, to be like 10 years. I would definitely have to keep up with his Diddy case. So is all of us. You know, it's just, we heard about Justin Bieber, allegedly, the Justin Bieber, Usher. These men that be carrying these traumas, they're not able to come out about it because they don't want to be considered gay, and that wasn't gay. You won't be considered gay. You were a victim of sexual assault. You know, it's just, that makes you be like, you hate it here. It's like that. Like, hate it here, bitch. I don't know. I will be following, but I'm not surprised. That it goes like that. That it went like that. I mean, he's still part of the elite. Honestly, I wish they would open up. I would definitely wish they would open up, you know, Tupac case and Biggie's case. Because I've always had my little conspiracy theories about that, but that you can't go solely on that. Of course, I'm not saying that, but I've always had my little thoughts about that. I was always saying, you know, put R. Kelly up in there with some Suge Knight, and though, you know, he did it ass in there just for bait as well, because, girl, it's like, And then for y'all be like, it's a race thing, this is not a race thing. These are sick, twisted people, individuals, and feel like they could go on. Like, look up what went on with Biggie's daughter. I was like, really? Really? Girl. Okay, I mean, I don't know, but we just got to keep up with that case. On to something fun. That shit gets fun. Let's talk about some gay things, honey. Ooh, this is what I had looked up to. Who was the first drag queen? Okay, honey. Yes. William Dorsey Swan. He was formerly enslaved person who hosts the secret dragon balls. I said dragon, but it, you know, that's drag balls in Washington, D.C. in the late 19th century. Swan called himself the Queen of Drag. And is recognized as one of the first Americans to publicly identify as. So it's like, yes. Yes, boo. I just want to, you know, because people act like queer history, black queer history isn't black history, and it is. It definitely is. Because at the end of the day, I'm like, we're still black. We're still black. So it's like, girl, it's okay, and it be black people that be condemning the girls, you know, eggs and stuff, and have not even researched, but y'all arresting and what he's pioneered for, he was activist. He was an openly gay man that was best friends with Martin Luther King Jr. Was a godfather to the children. Was also best friends with Coretta Scott King. So it's like, y'all condemn the ones that helped. We've always been here. We fought in wars. I be seeing comments, especially when I post about trans women are women on my video. on YouTube. I got so much hate. Y'all start calling us, I'll say the vehicular pronouns, and calling them it's and stuff like that, as if they're not human. And when you start to dehumanize, you're definitely you're the one that's not human. Dehumanizing people. Trans people are still people. So it's like, girl, like, really? And a lot of times they don't be the black trans women, black women that are saying this stuff for y'all to be angry about. And a lot of this stuff, like during the election, was used as propaganda. It's so easy to start race, gender wars, because so many of y'all hold that Bible so near and dear to y'all heart, as if God wrote it themselves. They did not, sweetie. So the Bible to me is not end all be all. Like, I would take it more seriously if the Creator wrote it. I definitely would have, but they did not. Okay. So that's a little bit what I want to speak on with that. But yes, the first drag queen, honey. Another thing is, I didn't really know if this man, like, he probably been around for a while, but when I saw him, I was like, damn. I was like, okay, I see it. Definitely some eye candy, but I'm like, damn, Teyana Taylor, with your fine ass, girl, you could have gave us a year or two, to have a chance. I said us to be like, he's a straight man. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the man is gorgeous. And she gorgeous too. They a sexy ass couple. You go, girl, honey. Get your man, honey. But damn, that Aaron Pierre, that Mufasa. I gotta say it. Somebody said on Facebook, that's where I saw it, unless they had stole it from somebody else, that Teyana Taylor and Aaron Pierre look like two expensive cats. And they do. It's not, it's maybe kind of shade, but it's cute shade to me. It's a compliment to me. A lot of us, because we're mammals, so we, we like, and I'm like, oh my God, they do. Because they got them over the cat eyes, and definitely Pierre, he definitely like, one of the lions, find it, but, shit, they do like expensive cats. That's funny, but they fine. It is what it is. They are sexy ass couples to me. I write straight porn just like gay porn. It really, somebody getting screwed, and I want to see. Both are very gorgeous, delicious looking human beings that definitely deserve to be together. Like that, for me, they creating a statement. Not creating a statement, like, because you don't usually see two gorgeous, sexy people together. It usually be someone that one of them is just beautiful or striking or eye candy, and they be with someone that is, more so facially challenged. It's no shade, but everybody's not beautiful. Everybody's not pretty. It's just what it is. And sometimes you see the, beautiful person going with the person that's less attractive, and sometimes the more insecure person is the pretty one, because it's facially challenged ones that feel like they have it in here, all the substance in here, because they know they ugly. They could be more real or have more substance, feeling like they can read somebody pretty and like, no, but you're still facially challenged. Doesn't mean you got it in there. We know y'all see, y'all be the biggest whores. So, because y'all feed off that being taken, pity sex or pity relationships, like, he can lay my jaws off, so I might as well go with him. Girl, it's still a sad case. You're still that. It doesn't mean just because you're ugly that you have accepted everything that's wrong with you. You can still be ugly and be on the outside and ugly on the inside. That still goes on. People don't be understanding pretty people problems. I really wanted to talk about it. There is such thing as pretty people problems, and there's such thing as pretty privilege, but the pretty problems is not really talked about, because we're, assumed to be, or alleged, all be whores, and we're not. We be dealing with insecure people. Like, two beautiful people ain't supposed to be together. It's just that. It be that. Maybe somebody be like, what? What are you talking about pretty people problems? There's such thing as pretty people problems. I experience that on a daily. Somebody, rumored I'm rumored to be a whore and stuff like that. I mean, I could have been. And shit, if I'm single, a big single, I'm definitely getting my cake and eat it. So I'm gonna have my fun. I'm gonna have my fun. If you can't, you just can't. Some of us that can will and have. Y'all be acting like if I was a whore, I was a safe whore. Let's compare charts. Let's compare my charts. Everybody be talking big shit until you do say that. Let's compare my charts, girl. And let's see. Not something you print out, bitch. Something that you can actually go on there and, yeah. So, period. But anyway, back to some gay stuff. One of my crushes, I want to say two. I'm gonna say two, and y'all might not believe this, and I may be in a minority on this, but it's no shade. I had a female crush. I did way back in the days. My female crush, Raven-Symoné. She was my favorite. She was my female crush. The queen of Destiny. I'll say this, the queen of Disney, girl. Raven-Symoné was my crush. She was that. She was definitely my crush. And it's not that I was like sexually interested in her. It was more so just like, oh my God, I was captivated by her ambiance. I was, her look, how she carried herself, how she served in every single episode. Face was beat. Even if she was in pajamas or episode or whatever, she was dope. Like I loved her. She was my favorite crush. Raven-Symoné was my crush, and then I don't know. It's even though I'm gay, I still look at women's titties, and I'm not trying to, bait, or is there such thing as hetero bait? I'm not trying to hetero bait and be like, yeah, so y'all won't. So I can go to the lighter part of hell from some of y'all condemning me. I don't give a fuck about that, bitch. If I'm going to hell, I'm just going, girl. And I'll be sucking Lucifer's dick. And hopefully put some of y'all hoes face down on him as well. Face down, ass up, bitch. But, yeah, like, I was definitely, I want to say maybe I was not sexually attracted to her. But I did have a crush on her. Just an innocent crush, girl. I was 12, 13, girl, just trying to come into my own. And she was there for me. She was goofy as fuck, just real goofy and stuff like that. I mean, I just loved her. I don't want to say I idolized her, but I was definitely a fan. And still is to this day. It's just certain things like, girl, you could, when they asked her, was Raven gay, and she could have just been like, yeah. I'm like, girl, you ain't gotta be like, come on now, don't do that. But she is a Sagittarius also, so I understand what we give. We love to be, we still love to stand on business, and we always more so the odd man out, it's like that. So I don't really. I have to. She's a queen, so born on the 10th of December. So 2 days after me. That was another reason for me. Like I was like, oh my gosh, she was like serious. Oh, bitch, we belong together. But anyway, yes. Raven-Symoné was definitely. Then she said her she said, if I remember correctly, that she said her first name or her last name. If y'all definitely let me know in the comments if y'all see this live. I think she said her name was actually pronounced Raven Simone, or was Raven Simone. I probably said that all wrong, but y'all know what I'm saying when she said her first or last name. It was one of those. And I was like, you could have been right, because we did see how your name was spelled. You know, we did see how your name was spelled, but it's like we so used to saying Raven Simone. Like, you know, people call Aaliyah, I call Aaliyah. You like, what's the difference? She said her name was like Aaliyah, and we call her Aaliyah. Like, you know what I mean? And it makes sense because it's two A's at the beginning of her name. And I can see if it was one A, which it kind of would have been. Some people got the name spelled like that, and I would say, I don't want to say it look ugly. It's just like it doesn't make sense, you know, when you have where she's. But you know, it is what it is, like that. But yes, that's my female crush was Raven Simone or Raven Simone. Y'all correct me. Y'all check me when I get, you know, when y'all see this live. But my male crush. Okay, I gotta sit back on this one. Okay, so y'all remember Stomp the Yard? You know, with Columbus Short, Chris Brown. I don't want to say. Nah, them two that was on there. It's been so long. That was the main character. So yeah. Y'all remember Stump the Yard. Y'all remember. Everybody should remember Stump the Yard. Why y'all ass was so hell bent on having Chris. It's always been Columbus Short for me. It's always been Columbus Short. Like when he was on that mode, on that lawnmower girl, that riding mower girl, whichever one, because I ain't never been on that. I was like, I ain't never gonna grasp up. But when he had that shirt on with that damn cowboy hat, that straw hat girl, ooh. And them abs everywhere, you know, the muscles everywhere. It was always him for me. Y'all was lusting and fighting over Chris Brown, girl. Like, y'all could have his light skin ass. And there ain't really no shade to light skin people, because I have been with light skin dudes. And it's okay, light skin. You black. So you're a black king to me. You know, it's light shade, but it is what it is. Oh, my side color is oh. It ain't no shade like that. But I always wanted Columbus. Like, that motherfucker was fine. He still is fine to this day. Well, I'm pretty sure he is, because he his last movie on Tubi, he was still very much in shape that I saw on Tubi. Yes. And it's fine. He's still making this fun. He's still an actor. Motherfucker was still fine. He's giving, you know, grown and sexy. So he was always pretty much giving that mature, you know, fine. Very sexual, very intellectual, kind of, you know, book smart street hood nigga type that I would definitely gave big dick energy. It was Columbus Short. Before it was Michael B. Jordan, and I'm pretty sure he was still acting around that time. It's been Columbus Short. Columbus Short for me. Shoot. And he was on some episodes of That's So Raven. He was boys in motion. We'll give you our devotion, boys. We are the boys in motion. We give you our devotion, boys. We are the boys. And girl, oh my God, I had wanted what's his name, Ricky? I think it was of the bunch. Like, I wanted him to. I did. The white boy. He was handsome. I just, you know, it's no shade. It was just a no for me. But definitely, I think the Latino, you know, his name, I think it was Hispanic, you know, he's definitely sexy as hell too. His name was JJ. But Columbus Short, Was definitely definitely. And he always had bodies. He had a big old butt. So, okay, he was my crush. He was one of my male crushes. I just wanted to give y'all one of my, because I've had a few crushes that I won't tell just on this live. I just wanted to give y'all two. My female crush was Raven Simone or Simone. My male crush was Columbus Short. And those two are just for the day. I gotta tell y'all my other crushes on my other lives. But yeah, and I'm not saying that to say that Chris Brown ain't fine. Chris Brown is a sexy motherfucker, but I ain't forget what he did to Frank Ocean. I ain't forget that. Y'all forgot. Y'all forgot. Frank Ocean was just minding his business. Minding his business, girl. And there go Chris Brown trying to be a thug. Like, we ain't forget you from Sesame Street. Stop acting like y'all like you from the hood. All right, stop. Y'all be acting like y'all from the hood too much, girl. It ain't what it's all cracked up to be. Shit. But I ain't forget. He was minding his business like we always do. The girls, we be minding our business, and then here y'all straights come bullying and then talk about we forcing our lifestyle down y'all throats. But bitch, ever since we could remember, especially in the black households, y'all shoving God and y'all religion down our throats. We have to go Bible study, church every five damn days. I'm gonna say 6. The only day we probably get off, maybe, is Saturday. Nah, we don't even get that. 7 days out the damn week. God, blah, girl. And that's what I see over here saying one of his damn shows. I'd rather go to hell. Because, bitch, it's too much. It's too much, girl. But, yes, Chris, it's cool. It's cool. It is what it is, dude. But it's like, damn, how many times you gonna choke a bitch? How many times, girl? Like, it's just like Trey Songz's ass. Every time, and I haven't listened to Trey Songz since Say I haven't listened to him since then. It was that I think that came out after he did the song with Nicki, or the video anyways, with Nicki Minaj. I think because it was like he was like, because she was featuring a lot in that time, doing features, and she was killing everybody. Let's not forget. I'm still hard. It's just I haven't really listened to much of her new stuff. I'm still looking at niggas still got me in a chokehold, and I wish she would have kept going in that lane and stuff like that. But I understand. I understand. But I'm still in that era. I really miss that era of her. But Monica, so yeah, every time he did something, I mean, the last one was him allegedly doing something with this man and his wife in the hotel. That's what I remember reading one. I don't want to mess it up all up or nothing like that. But then he does something like that, and then pictures of him in the gym. Don't get me wrong, the man is fine, but honestly, just because of dick big, it was giving gummy to me. It was giving soft hard. Like, I don't like soft hard penises. Like, it's something like a balloon. Like, you gotta hold it at the base and a grip for the rest of it to be hard. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's gonna make me feel some type of way. And you just sucking and sucking and sucking. Like, you doing all this work for? Like, no, I'm not doing it. All this sucking for nothing. I don't like you gotta hold the base. It's like, what drugs are you using, sir, that got you doing this? Like, no, enough is enough. Like, I'm tired of being out here sucking. Like, girl, it made me feel some type of way. Like, I know what I'm doing. I've been sucking this forever, girl, and I'm down here sucking your soft hard penis. Like, let me just go home. Like, I'm supposed to be into it. I'm the necromancer when it comes to dick, girl. I know how to raise a dick. So if you out here doing all these drugs, girl, no. So anyway, but abuse is abuse no matter where it comes from. and no matter which form of abuse abuse is abuse, and no matter what gender it's applied to. It's just crazy to me. Like y'all just girl, celebrities is getting way weirder than like have they been getting through like when they songs ass up. Like every time he post, y'all still be worried about that soft hard penis, girl. He got way more ass. It seems like he got a future in the back of him. He definitely do. I'm not gonna lie, he does. But girl, how many times he gonna choke a bitch out before y'all take him take his shit serious and throw his ass under the jail? So y'all want R. Kelly to get be found guilty and get out. Separate the music, separate the artist from the music, and then y'all want P. Diddy to get off. Oh my God, he's a mogul. He's a black man. This has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with race, girl. Then y'all don't see, girl. It's just, but y'all don't take it. Be the man ain't shit for me, but then y'all don't want to take sexual assault when it comes to men as for men serious or for minors serious, boys serious, and it is crazy. And speaking of that, I mean, a boy can't say that he was took advantage of or molested. Like it won't be taken as serious. Like we are conditioned at a very young age to believe that being touched or groomed to be womanizers, heartbreakers. Oh, he gonna be a heartbreaker when he grow up. Oh my goodness, he gonna be having all the girls. Let me show him what a real ass feel like. And people don't want to talk about this, especially in the black community that I'm talking about. Grooming the little boys. Grooming the little boys. And y'all don't feel a way about, which scares the fuck, because y'all be scaring me. Like the men that think like Lil Boosie, putting grown women, hiring, and I would never let y'all let that down. Hiring grown women to mess with his minor son. Want to make sure he don't turn out to be gay. Oh my goodness. And nobody sees that as an issue. Nobody sees that as pedophilia. Like that's something that is like that's a gateway for him to be a womanizer, a wife beater, and all that stuff. Drug dealer, pimp, numb, to be a misogynist. Like, and y'all promote that. Everything but gay. A boy can grow up to be a black boy, can grow up to be a womanizer, a wife beater, a murderer, a rapist. And y'all somehow compare that. Well, at least he's not gay. So it's a problem with me loving another person. And I can still be gay without being with another person. Okay. Y'all scare me. That's all I gotta say. Y'all definitely scare me with anything but gay, but we out here doing it. Like, y'all don't look up black queer history. Y'all gotta listen to what's been told. Y'all gotta let that Bible, that book. Let me speak on that for just a little while. I would never believe in a book that makes parents believe that they can kill their children for the sake of them being rebellious or spirit of rise for the child. I made you, I brought you here in this rock, I take you out. I would like that caters to narcissistic parents, especially the ones that I would say weak mentality, because they become bullies. I'm not your friend, but you have no problem with being their first enemy. You can't get out here and thump with people your age, but you want to get in the house and thump and take all your frustration out on your children. Yeah, I would never believe a Bible that lets fatherless, lets deadbeat fathers not be in their children's life, especially if they are queer. Because y'all would never had a problem with Dwayne Wade just disowning his child. It's her, Zaya. Y'all wouldn't have felt no way about that. But then talk about fatherless homes as it pertains to gay people, queer people, fatherless homes. But y'all don't see that y'all be the detriment. I would never believe in a Bible that believe in a book. I say Bible, I would never believe in the book, but y'all know what I'm talking about. They can't explain to me where the rest of the people came from after Cain and Abel was born. Who the hell they had sex with? Did they share Eve? Because it don't go on detail about that. And every time we question that, y'all get mad. Ask God. I mean, no, but you got answers and sure pick everything else. No, I need if the beginning is messed up, then I really give a damn about the end. And why are we talking about everybody else like every other human life in this book, like, as if they can save me or us or you? Girl, I would never believe in a book that told us the New Testament. Slaves, pretty much slaves obey their slave masters. And if you don't believe the New Testament said it, go look it up. Go look it up. Go look it up. I remember me reading that. It was red cover book, a red cover. I threw that book down when I read that. I read that permanent slave master. I'm like, what the fuck? Hell no. And then making a book be the end all be all when a man wrote it. A man. And look up, also look up King James, who King James was. Y'all never want to look up this stuff. It's when it's out there. When it's out there, it's very, y'all just don't listen to black people, don't listen to everything you hear. Don't listen to everything you hear from me. That's why I say go look it up. Do your own research. It's okay. That's very much true. White supremacists are not afraid of thugs or fear thugs. Gangbangers and such. But they fear people that, black people that wants to read, wants to learn, all that. Okay? That's why Tupac was definitely a problem for them. He did not give a fuck. And that was a beautiful ass man. Ooh, Tupac was so beautiful, girl. But y'all, he definitely embraced his femininity, like his sacred femininity. He definitely embraced that. I feel like he was secure. Now, he could have had thoughts, parts where he could have said some things. I could definitely hear him, saying some things. I mean, I definitely did watch Notorious. But he was secure, in ways, but that was a beautiful man. He was. Them eyebrows, girl, them eyelashes, that bald head, girl. Tupac was it. And I understand to a level, a degree of Jada, Pinkett Shakur. Anyway, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, she was Jada Pinkett Shakur. That's what she really wanted. But anyway, yeah. I just would never believe in a book that made my father believe that it was okay for him to, when he got out of jail, to make an excuse not to be in my life because he didn't approve of my lifestyle. How dare you? I blocked him because I know how vicious my mouth is, because it's not a lifestyle. And if you think that somehow, and fathers like that make you, You can feel good about being out of your children's life. You don't know who your children are gonna turn out to be, regardless if they are gay or not. They are sweet in the, lips or hips or not, because their karma comes back. And it did. It did instances, and it's still gonna, asking me when I got my first place, can I stay with you? No. They're 19. No, you cannot, sweetie. You and your wife, you supposed to be the man. You supposed to be the man. I'm the lesser man. I knew then. I've never been stupid. It's like, you gonna need me before I need you. Always. It's always gonna be like that. Fathers, make sure. Like, come on now. And for the black single mothers, how dare y'all sit and promote men like that? Now, I'm not saying that Boosie didn't take care of his kid, but that, for me, can be unforgivable. You hiring grown women to seduce your minor son, make sure he's not gay or what have you, that's no, dude. And for black fathers I'm gonna say black dads that think like that, because that's not fathering. That's not fathering. How dare some of you black mothers, black single mothers, condone that type of behavior? Might as well say, because a lot of y'all be saying, I know you had sugar in your tank when you was 3 years old. So maybe he sensed that and was out. And you should be taking care of your kid. Well, y'all promote nonsense like that. Heal, sweetie. The last thing I'm talking about, because it's 12:02, is about being single, girl. Black, gay, and single. Being black and gay at the same time, intersectionality is definitely not as strong, not it's a stroll and sunflowers, and I'm just not out here frolicking and gay and stuff like that. And no, I don't have to fight every single day, but it's always a look, or because I'm definitely feminine. I have, my ass has gotten thicker, close to my weight that I, was about 2 years ago. But I'm not trying to be that thick, girl. Because it's definitely showing my face and stuff. But right here is fine. Or maybe just a little bit less. But being black and gay ain't a walk in the park. It's I'm two things that white supremacists not like. And definitely the same. I can say things about black people, the ones that are homophobes and stuff like that, or the ones that are insecure and stuff like that about their manhood and stuff like that. That is, I still have to deal with that. Like, they definitely be on the enemy of my enemy is my friend when it comes to us. And that's why I definitely try to suggest for people, especially black people, to look up black queer history. And some of y'all won't do it. Y'all want to believe what you've heard, what that Bible say, and not know how important black queer history is. They're trying to get rid of all of it, not just that part. It's definitely important to keep that information. It's a man, honey. It's a man. Oh, he must be. Oh, they must be arguing. They must be arguing, girl. Continuing to walk. He must be pissed off. That's a lot they be having. I'd be damned if I follow some damn body. If you want to lead, bye. But yeah, it's definitely no walk in the park. I had to fight a lot growing up. Yeah, I did. Some things I didn't even know I was. until I realized, like I will be me. I be coming off with a pure heart. We used to in school. We used to, and I'm gonna keep this short because I'm about to go. We used to thump. We used to be out here, play fighting at school or something like that. And me not realizing these bitches, I started feeling like the punches started getting like being serious and stuff like that while they had a smile on their face. And so, I would start be like, oh bitch, you really trying to fight me? Start, all that and stuff like that. Like it's like a lot of that what was going on. And I mean, people try to jump on my back. I ain't gonna fuck back then. I'll throw their head on the ground, hopefully broke their back, stab a few people and stuff like that because bitch, you're not finna punk me. So it's been a lot of that. A lot of that. Sometimes I have to go back to remind myself because people would definitely try to make you or try to fuck with your mental and be like you weak and all this. I'm like, bitch, I ain't never been that. I always been ready to square up. Y'all take this, take that being, feminine in a gay man as if, bitch, we don't fight. Usually the feminine party fights first. It's always the masculine that gotta be all like, and don't throw, and all y'all do is be wrestling. Y'all too scared to actually get hits, bitch. But yeah, so it don't be no walking apart. It's like I be getting stares, and a lot of time they be wanting a bitch, but they so insecure about. A lot of men need validation from what a woman say. That's why I be telling women, sometimes y'all be knowing y'all pussy power because, men are definitely influenced by what y'all say. A lot of times they were raised in, single parent households by their mother. That's why a lot of times y'all see black men, especially in black community, like I said, raised in single black household, try not to be misogynistic. And I really want to speak on that real quick. I know I said I was going to go on another one. I want to speak on that real quick because I'm going to make a video about this too. A lot of times you see black men, the quote, black men ain't shit. A lot of them were raised in single parent households and their parent, was their mother. And nobody really wants to talk about the plight of the black man. I'm trying to give black men something, but black men on YouTube, I've seen the statistics. I've seen my audience, mostly men now. So I'm talking to the men. Black men, I see it. I'm a black man too. I was definitely one of those, the eldest child. And if you are the oldest child, you know what I mean. And if you are a man, you was a boy at one point. So you definitely understand what I'm talking about when I say this. You definitely had to be everything to your mother, especially if she didn't find her a significant other. She put it all on you. You were indirectly her husband. Her husband, her confidant, her protector, her enemy when she was bitter at all black men and she projected it on you, finding every excuse to argue with you as if you were her husband. And you know how it ends up to find out if she got something against every woman you bring around. Every woman, she always got a problem with your girlfriend. She hates every single girlfriend you got. That's a big example of she's taking my spot, and she may not see that. So people, don't want to talk about the plight of the black man, and you see the divorce rates going up in the black household. That could be a very big reason. I'm not saying that it not be all, but that's definitely a big reason the black men are tired. Nobody want to talk about the plight. You talk about black men ain't shit, but that's just a saying to live in the bubble of delusion, to make a lot of black women go to sleep at night, black single mothers go to sleep at night, by saying that they ain't shit. But my generation, the generation before me, and the generation before that, if they were in a black single parent household and raised by their mothers, that's the result of that. And it's not the blame game or nothing like that. But come on now, come on. And yes, there were fatherless homes, and it's still on the father as well. But I'm like, nobody want to talk about the root. Nobody want to talk about the root. But look at the tools that they were given as black boys. And what I said earlier, the black boys were groomed, and black boys that grow up, were fortunate to grow up to eventually be able to heal from toxic masculinity, child trauma, all that intertwined, are not told it's okay to express their feelings. It's okay to cry. It's okay to go to counseling. It's okay to do these very things. It's okay to cry to your homies or have a village like women do. No, you're dealing with that. These men that were raised in these single parent homes. I did too. That's why I can speak on it. But don't let the black boy be gay. Your son be gay. Don't let him be gay, girl. And the reason you can see, and I'm gonna say a result. You could see that another big way you could see that you were indirectly your mother's husband, or you doing the same thing that to your son that they did to theirs, is by bringing in a male figure. And see how your son reacts to him. He hates him like he's taking his spot. And not knowing that that's what they give. That's why I do not like that saying, man looks for in a woman, his mother. Like, I know that I'm kind of paraphrasing saying that wrong, but I don't like that saying. That's pretty much incest to me. I don't like that. Like, that lead to cleave thing, yeah, like, that might not be the biggest thing, but the looking for your mother in your wife, no, that's not, no. But the men that y'all definitely dealing with are the ones if you are a black person in the black community, we don't talk about that. Like, black men are tired. Don't nobody want to talk about that. And they damn sure don't want it coming from my faggot. It's you talking about. They definitely don't want it coming from it, but I see it. Black men are exhausted. But they're not really going to, but I'm happy we in progress of seeing like the NLE shoppers. And that's the biggest one I can think of, these rappers that are really expressing themselves. People that's showing that they are just as petty as their female counterparts are, or showing that, I was talking about that pettiness, reading, the female counterparts down, like expressing themselves. They're good at wordplay too, expressing themselves in that way, and the female used as a certain, form of manipulation by calling them zesty, sassy, or you trying to be like me, when they are human too. That's a form of manipulation. I see y'all. I see from both sides. That's why I love being gay. Because, girl, I see what women do. I be seeing y'all. To make up, because you can't outread him, he got to be gay. That zesty, sassy, them derogatory terms that y'all, he got to be up home. So I'll read you. Oh, you shouldn't be arguing with no woman. I'm a real woman. Well, don't put yourself in that place, because I'm going to hit everything moving if you come at me. I don't give a damn what's in between your legs. Y'all be using it as a form of manipulation to control. So that be y'all mad that type of control. It's all the men. No, it's not. It's not all men. It's the men that you pick, and the boys that you raise. It's to the men that you most show them differently. It's unfortunate that you may not meet your significant other partner, but you got to be that partner yourself. Not expecting men to save you as a female. That's not being a damsel in distress. All that Disney type stuff has definitely fucked generations up. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Like all them Cinderella, all that bullshit, all that made women dependent on men, censoring men. You giving up yourself, what the hell they gave up for you. Girl, it's okay to save yourself. And for men, it's okay to say I love you, bruh, or say some kind of. It's okay. Everything and y'all make everything gay. Y'all make everything gay. Y'all heterosexuals make everything gay, just like white people make everything about race. It's okay, but if y'all want to remain the same and not listen to the fags, the gays, the homosexuals that be seeing be seeing this stuff, then it's fine. Keep doing the same stuff y'all doing, and you know it's fine. It's all right. Go ahead. But if you want to learn and continue to grow and stuff like that and be healthy, go seek counseling. Try to be the opposite of what your father was. You know, if he wasn't there, be there for your child. Don't take that away from your child. And women, I keep speaking to black people. I'm pretty sure I know. You know, I've been looking at statistics and stuff like that. Black women definitely follow me the most. And thank y'all so much for doing that. I appreciate y'all. Definitely don't weaponize children against that man. Give your children the opportunity to have a father, have a father. And men, stop being with someone that is not safe for your children to be around. Because she may be right. She may not be hating. It's just that you with ain't no good. So co-parent, because that would affect the children. So anyway, I gotta go. That shit gay as fuck. I just wanted to say that. I just really wanted to say that. I appreciate the people that came in. Y'all didn't have to say it, but I've been on here for an hour and 6 minutes. I gave y'all a lot of time. I appreciate the people that came in. Thank y'all so much. I talked about a lot. So I'm gonna continue to do this, and definitely I'll get better every time I go live. That's just all I can do. So thank you so much to all the people that came in. That shit gay as fuck. My name is Shaheem, and support my music. Like, even though Pride is over, it don't matter. Go ahead and keep supporting. So I gotta go. All right. That shit gay as fuck. I hope y'all have a nice one. Oh. Yes, indeed. Period. Please look at me, tell me